Autopilot revenue is going to be pushed back for a further 5 years. BaaS, buy 3, get 1 free. Holy crap. They got some crazy incentive policies going on for December. But of course, we'll talk about all of this in a bit. We got deliveries for November. Xpeng 30,895, a new record high. Zeekr 27,011, a new record monthly high. NIO 20,575, down 401 vehicles from the month before. And this is, of course, as a collective, NIO group. NIO, the brand itself, the high-end brand NIO, 15,493, down, significantly from the month before. Envo 5,082, actually cumulatively delivered over 10,000 vehicles. So that's something to celebrate. But you're seeing a trend. Envo deliveries are increasing, NIO's deliveries are decreasing. Obviously not what we wanted. We wanted deliveries to go up, but Envo is starting to pick up, and it's something to celebrate, the fact that they gotten over 10,000 deliveries. And remember, they are guaranteeing that in December they are going to deliver over 10,000 for Envo. So the CEO has guaranteed that. So hopefully that comes to fruition. Okay, but what is this whole incentive policy? You're clearly seeing, NIO really, they got to pick up the incentives. And even though the CEO has said that they're dropping incentives in order to boost margins, but it seems like, with the December incentives, it's actually quite intense. All right. So here are the incentives for December that they published on the NIO app here in China. And I'm going to go over the first one. Very crazy. They call it the NIO Day promo, NIO Day incentive. The first thing I want to talk about, 5 years of free NOP Plus. Before, it would only be 2 years, but now 5 years of free NOP Plus. And what's even crazier is that people that have already purchased a NIO, all right, they have their NOP Plus extended by 5 years for free. So what that means is that over the next 5 years, people will not be paying for NOP Plus. They will be using it for free, which is NIO's highest end autopilot. Now, this tells you 2 things, all right? And I hope it's the latter. The first one is that they're not very confident that people will be actually paying for their NOP Plus, and maybe they're not so confident in the performance of the NOP Plus. Okay. Or number 2, it could be because that everybody else in the industry is offering it for free, and it doesn't really make sense for them to charge money for it. I really hope it's the latter, although I got to be very honest with you guys, all right? That's what I'm all about. Here in China, you do have a lot of NIO owners complain about NOP Plus, that the hardware is the best in the world. However, the software, unfortunately, does not do it any justice. The software does not unleash the full capabilities of the hardware. And that is a disappointment to certain NIO owners. So I'm just going to leave it at that, okay? Whether it's reason number 1 or reason number 2, that's up to you to decide. I like to think that it's reason number 2, because everybody in the industry is offering it for free. Well, NIO's got to follow suit. So that just means, when they launched NAD back in 2020, NIO Day 2020, and they said, hey, it's going to cost $600 per month subscription for NIO's basically FSD, essentially. Well, it seems like they're not going to be getting any revenue from that for the next 5 years, okay? And this is just their incentive policy, okay? Hopefully, in January, they're going to change this and maybe hey, it's going to be less. But nope, that's what it is for now, okay? 5 years, that's a crazy amount. And you got to remember, first-gen NIO owners like me that paid for the, I guess it was called NIO Pilot Premium Package. We had to pay a bulk fee, and it wasn't a monthly subscription. So we paid for NIO Pilot. And if we paid for NIO Pilot and we buy a new NIO, Gen 2 NIO, then we get 15 years of free NOP, 10 years, my bad, 10 years of free NOP Plus usage. So 10 years plus 5 years, 15 years. Oh my God. So, it's very good that they're giving all this away, and lots of NIO owners are very happy about this. Existing NIO owners like, yeah, damn, I got 15 years of free FSD basically. Very cool. But, take it for what it's worth. Going on BaaS, pay 3, get 1 month free. Jesus, guys. I mean, back in April, May, it was pay 4 months, get 1 month free for BaaS, okay? And even then, sales reps were telling customers, hey, at the end of this month, it's going to go away. You got to buy the car right now. Pay 4, get 1 month free. Damn, it's so damn good. And it worked. Of course, a lot of people bought the car, and we sort of had the expectation that maybe this could actually go away. But nope, they kept it, and now they're making it even more intense. Pay 3 months, get 1 month free. Wow. But of course, it only lasts for 5 years. So you're only going to get a maximum of 15 free months. So I guess they've done the math, and it works out. But this is pretty insane. Monthly BaaS payments. This convinces more people to choose to rent the battery instead of buying the battery. Okay? And then on top of that, you get 20,000 RMB worth of free options. Very nice. You trade in the car. If you trade in a car, you get 20 swap vouchers. Very nice. And then the ET7 Napa leather option is 50% off. Very, very cool. And then on top of that, okay, existing NIO owners, if you buy a 5 or 6 series vehicle, you get a further 5,000 RMB discount. If you buy the 7 or 8 series vehicles, you get 10,000 RMB off. And people that have already bought these vehicles, and they are a existing NIO owner. So for example, they owned a NIO before, and then last month they bought one of these cars, they will get compensated in points, all right, in NIO points, which is quite nice. And then on top of that, you also have 3,000 up to 3,000 RMB of charging and swapping subsidy. So that's basically, they've had this for the past few months. And then also an additional 20,000 subsidy for trade-in, up to 20,000, depending on your trade-in value, I guess. So very, very interesting. Of course, NIO's vehicles, they have a lot of incentives to push out as many sales as they can. And it's no secret that Gen 3 cars are coming out. So it makes sense for them to really, boost those incentives up, right? Try to push as many vehicles out as they can before they launch Gen 3 vehicles, which might, make the NT 2.0 cars a not so lucrative buy. Okay, so yeah, it makes sense. What about Envo? Well, of course, a lot of people are still waiting for their Envo cars, so they can't really do like an incentive. I mean, there's so many people still waiting for the cars. So Envo has more prioritized a test drive strategy. So if you invite 2 people to do a test drive for the first time, you can get these sunshades or about 58 RMB of subsidy, charging swap subsidy. If you get 5 new people to test drive the car, you get Xbox controller or 188 RMB of subsidy. If you get 10 people to test drive for the first time, you can get this swap station model or 288 RMB of charging subsidy. And then every week, they're giving out 10 fridges. So every week, if you invite someone to test drive, you can get a loot box, and then that loot box, you might get a fridge, all right, the big Envo fridge, which is like just absolutely fantastic, and a big reason to buy the car actually. So that's very nice. Envo is definitely picking up, but what you're seeing here is that, yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag. Envo is really, doing nice, yeah, but NIO, wow. I'm pretty shocked by this. I mean, at first I wasn't too sure how to react. As a NIO owner, I was so damn happy to see that, we got these great incentives targeted at existing NIO owners. But then at the same time, you're thinking, man, 5 years of NOP Plus, are they ever going to earn money from subscription, from their autonomous driving FSD? And then the BaaS pay 3, get 1 month free. Holy crap. We're kind of trending in the direction where soon it's going to be like you pay 1 month, you get 1 month free, right? Or we're heading in that direction. Why is that happening, right? Of course, they want to make the cars more accessible, cheaper. You choose BaaS, it's a no-brainer. So, well, yeah, take it for what it's worth, right? The deliveries, I consistently maintain the fact that very soon we're gonna, get record high deliveries, although it still hasn't happened yet. Hopefully Envo gets those 10,000 monthly numbers very, very soon. And hopefully NIO's deliveries don't fall off too much. Hopefully this boost in incentives can also boost NIO's deliveries up significantly. So I'm still very optimistic, but man, these incentives are crazy, man. They are pretty crazy. Yeah. Take it for what it's worth. And I guess the delivery mix-up, having more Envo vehicles and less NIO vehicles would probably also mean a shift in revenue. All right, the revenues might also decrease, possibly. But that's for another video topic. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.